What's going on, guys? Isael Prieto here with Stratwell, and I'm here with Eddie Blanco, the guest speaker for today's NAHREP panel regarding bank-owned properties and the foreclosure process. And it was an amazing panel. They also had a panel of the movers and shaker of women-owned businesses that have basically created this monstrosity of business and are big movers and shakers. And very inspirational to see, because most of this industry is ran by males or at least assumed to be, and these women blow people out of the water with their stories that we heard today.
It was inspiring. They had a realtor, they had a property manager,
right, for vacation rentals,
and then
a mortgage broker.
And all of them owned real estate. All of them have bought and sold real estate,
and own still to this day as long-term holds.
Yeah, and one of them was an REO agent who's also here in Naples. So we're in the Naples NAHREP, and they invited us out to speak, and we're talking on that topic of REO. But one of the things that stood out to me, and I think it's important to share, is that REO is very different today than it was back in the day. When the first mortgage, 2008, when I was going to say the first, but that's one of many mortgage downturns that we've had. But during that mortgage downturn, banks, and before that, in 2001, when I was selling REO as well, banks were like, they saw REO as an asset to get rid of, so they can recoup the money, we pay our losses and move forward.
Right.
But in this day and age, who owns these mortgages is hedge funds and Wall Street, not just Wall Street, but a lot of Wall Street backed funds that are smart, savvy investors who really are looking at needing an agent, boots on the ground, that can drive home the value, right? So you need to be a pro at knowing what the value is, knowing what the renovation costs are, knowing what the timelines to renovate are going to be, knowing what the risk factors are in the renovation, and then putting all that into the pot and figuring out which is the best strategy to execute on. And then once the client says, okay, let's go with that strategy, let's go ahead and renovate, now you need to have the crew in place to get the bids for the flooring, the paint, the carpet, the kitchen, renovate the whole thing, manage that whole renovation process, and then put the house in the market and execute at the highest sale price.
Yep.
And there, the game on the marketing has to be on point. Back in the day, REO, you put a little picture on the thing and called it a day. All they cared about is one photo in the MLS.
Correct.
Now, our clients are expecting 25 photos.
Yep.
And we give them 25 photos, the Matterport, and a video, and a property-specific website. So that's the level of the REO game today. And unless you're in the business of wanting to be a full-time renovator,
or a project manager, that's basically what it is right now.
Yeah.
But times were different back then, right? Yeah. So I know for a fact that last time, in the last heyday of all the bank-owned properties, right, there was a lot of people cashing in on the FDIC insurance claim, right, or the insurance. So that's why they needed to churn and burn, and whatever their losses were, they were getting reimbursed because of the insurance policies that they had. So the strategies were different. But now, because the investors own these pools, right, hedge funds own these pools, they're buying them, expecting to make returns on them. So it's a whole different ball game that what we've seen back in the day, in terms of pricing, in terms of strategies, like you said, and the procedures that come with those, right? Back then, it was all, everyone was, off the cuff, trying to make it happen, trying to find new ways to innovate these processes. And now that's all been figured out. So it's not the same. Everything is verifiable. Everything is more transparent. There's processes, there's legislation, there's a million things, right, that have changed this game. Absolutely. And it was funny because not too long ago, one of our clients purchased a big Fannie Mae pool of loans. And they came into town. Isael took them around, showed them around. What did we show them? We showed them a property that we fully renovated, because that's what they want to see. They don't care what your marketing is important, all that other stuff is important, but you got to get to the part where we have a marketable property. Correct.
And you got to know that game. And guess what? We don't get paid extra, not a penny more, for managing a full project, determining what the work is needed, getting the work scoped out, managing the project completion. All that is permitting. We do it all.
Yeah.
So we're like a real estate / construction / property manager / then the last little piece is the put it on the market,
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part.
The easy part is the sale part. Is putting it on the market and doing the sale part and the sale process to it.
Yeah. So that's it. And then also we got to talk about, lastly, is really quickly on the money outlay, right? So when we're talking to some of the people, when you're managing 7 or 8 renovations at a time, and the budgets are $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, you better be ready to write a big bunch of fat checks, and then wait for our client to reimburse us for that money. Some of the clients will pay direct, but some of our clients say, hey, we've got you on town. Let's go. You write the check. We'll pay you back 30 days later.
Right.
No interest.
Yep. So that's a misconception a lot of agents have, right? They think that because we list bank-owned properties, or because any agent lists bank-owned properties or institutionally owned properties, right? That is just, hey, you just get this listing and put it on the market, and hey, haha, here's a big fat check for you. No. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of work that goes in the process behind it, and if you're not completely organized and know your industry in and out and know the housing market in and out, right?
And now we have to know code enforcement.
Correct. Construction,
zoning laws, setbacks, issues with septic tanks. Be on top of all the new changes in laws.
Right. The cost of materials, right, that have gone up, right? Because you could be quoting and telling an asset manager or an investor, hey, we can get this done for 15 grand.
Yeah.
You can't. Price of wood just doubled,
before
right?
COVID.
So, right. And then now that 15K rehab is really a 30K rehab, and now you got to go back to your client and explain what happened there, right? And why you didn't know any better. And that's what this industry entails, and it's ever evolving, and it's still changing, and we're excited to see where it comes next, where it goes next.
We're ready. We're seeing the changes happening daily. We're excited. Continue to build on the network of relationships that we have, both on the REO side and the traditional side of business. We're here to stay. We're here to play. We're here to have some fun along the way.
So now we're going to go to lunch because we just finished this conference, and I am
cheese bread and
the cheese platter did not fill me, so I am extremely hungry.
It was good though.
It was good. It was a great event. So thanks guys for checking in, and stay tuned for more of these little tidbits. Yeah. All right.